Good morning. Reading of Proverbs 6. Coming out of the King James Version, this big green one here. My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth. Thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself, when thou art come into the hand of thy friend. Go, humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in the heart. Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. My son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart, and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Can a man take fire in his bosom, and his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals, and his feet not be burned? So he that goeth in to his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. Men do not Men do not despise a thief, if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. That's Proverbs 6. I just want to make a note at the end. I like that, especially about, I didn't know any better when I was younger about, if being with married women, stuff like that. But now that I know better, I mean, man, like this end part, I like it because it talks about, say, if I'm married and I have a wife, or anybody, who's got a wife, they come home, they catch that man in bed with their wife, man, dude, he's gonna want to kill you, bro. And people play with their lives. I mean, first of all, treat others as you want to be treated yourself. I wouldn't want people sleeping with my wife, so therefore, especially my neighbors, they dwell, neighbors dwell around us for safety's sake or whatever, um, if everyone honored thy neighbor, we would have a lot less problems in this world. And if you want to know who your neighbor is, Jesus has a teaching on that, who thy neighbor is. It was the Samaritan, was there like a Pharisee or a Levite, that there was a man that beaten half to death. And I haven't read this one in a while, so y'all forgive me if I misworded or whatever. But a Levite, and like basically two Israelite religious type people, like a scribe maybe and a Levite, or a Pharisee and a Levite, something like that. But there's a man half beaten it, like almost beaten to death, lying there, and the two people that you would expect would stop and help him, they went on the other side of the road, passed by, didn't want anything to do with them. And then the Samaritan, the one that are despised by the Jews, that were despised by the Jews at that time because they were, I guess, considered half breeds, or they weren't pure Israelites anymore because they had mixed and intermingled. And I believe this is correct, with other races or other, the other peoples that weren't, the Israelites. And so, yeah, I mean, they were still actually really part Jews, I'm pretty sure, but they were, mixed breeds, so to speak, and but it was the Samaritan man that came and stopped and put the man on his donkey, or what, I think he had a donkey, but put him on his donkey and carried him to an inn, and paid for his room there, and they doctored, for him to be doctored up, cleansed. Oh, I think he used wine and cleansed his wounds, something like that, and paid for him to place to stay in the inn, and also told the innkeeper, hey, I'll be, when I come back, if he needs anything else, go ahead and charge it to my account. I'll pay you, when the next time you see me, basically. So that's who thy neighbor is, the one, I guess, the one who does good. So God bless y'all in the name of Jesus Christ, and I'll see you again next time. All right.